right, so how's everyone's day going? This is the TV series I was going to do a review on. I'm talking about. It is called Sweet Tooth, and it is a Netflix original. Just came out today. The season one, obviously. The producers of this is Evan Moore. Executive producer is, believe it or not, Robbie Downey Jr. Yeah, they were promoting the hell out of it with him in it. This is a end of the world fantasy, and it is based on DC Comics. A specific comics called, obviously, Sweet Tooth. Now, I haven't looked in further than that, but yeah. So, this stars Kristen Convery, Nonso Anzori, Aldel Akhtar. I'm so sorry for pronouncing these so horribly. Will Forte, Diana Ramsey, Neil Sanderlands, Surfer Levi Owen, Azra Villain. I do apologize. This is actually kind of embarrassing at this point. So, but it is what it is. I mean, can you really tell me you can't? You can pronounce as American. You can pronounce foreign names. I mean, come on. This is narrated by James Brolin, which is I forgot his first name, something Brolin, but he's the bigger. His brother, I think, is the bigger actor. I think this is his brother. I didn't look. So, anyways, the plot of this is 10 years ago, the Great Crumble, weird name, wreaked havoc on the world and led to the mysterious emergence of hybrid babies, born part human, part animal. Unsure if hybrids are the cause or result of the virus, many humans fear and hunt them. After a decade of living safely in his secluded forest home, a sheltered hybrid deer boy named Gus unexpectedly befriends a wandering loner. Together they set off on a extraordinary adventure across what is left of America in search of answers. The first thing I noticed, was how crisp the quality was, and this has the look and feel of a live-action kids storybook to it, which made it even more immersive. This would look so good in 4K UHD, in my opinion, but it's not in 4HD as far as I can tell. That's how good it looks, though. Now, I want to point out that this looks like a kids movie, a live-action kids movie, right? No, it's definitely, as you farther you go into it, especially from the first episode, it definitely gets dark. It definitely gets violent. There's no gore. They don't show any gore. They don't show blood. There's one part where they show dry blood, but that's about it. And then it's like the movie's also, in my opinion, and it's kind of obvious that towards the end you watch it, you realize how kind of the idea of what's going on in the background is kind of screwed up. Now, Nonso and the kid worked so good together, and Nonso did a great job of acting, and his character was definitely well written, and they all were good. The kid that played Gus did a good job, nothing award-winning as he was kind of being himself, and a child and a deer at the same time, which I will give him credit when it comes to deer things, but all he did was a little bit of twitching, and I'm pretty sure the ears are robotic. Cute kid, by the way. Very cute kid. He was definitely did get on my nerves a little bit, as kids tend to do with people, especially when they're in movies and TV shows doing stupid stuff, but still, they're kids. Will Forte was okay. His serious acting is not really my cup of tea, unfortunately, but he didn't do a bad job. It was just not my cup of tea. The music in fun parts made it more fun. Really good music fits the part, and in these sad dramatic parts, it fit perfectly for the dramatic soundtrack. But it was mostly a fun movie with some dramatic. A lot of dramatic to it. So I feel like there was a hidden message in the story around preserving nature. But again, that's my theory, even though it's kind of obvious. And there was obviously some other stuff thrown in there. You can probably catch it. That resemble the virus of 2020, aka COVID-19. There's definitely some, I guess you'd call them little jokes in there. The products of proceeds, what do you call them? The prosthetics, got it. Prosthetics of the deer antlers and deer ears was pretty realistic. And there's some other ones that are realistic. Everything else is, and I'm assuming those are robotic, but everything else is, the antlers were not robotic for sure. They were definitely standard prosthetics, but the ears were definitely robotic looking. And I imagine they were robotic. But there was definitely some prosthetics and makeup and CGI all combined used on all the hybrids, which made it came to life even more. And then most of the CGI was pretty good for the most part. I mean, the fog and a lot of the smoke and trains was pretty obvious. It was CGI, but it wasn't horrible. Definitely a high budget to this, and I didn't look what the budget for this was, but I'm imagining, because Robert Downey Jr. is behind this, and it's Netflix, so, and the look of it is probably really high up there, like 100 million or 40 or something like that, you know. I found it very interesting how they worked, like I said, worked in the COVID-19, so I wonder if they made this all last year, you know, because they probably had to take a stop at some point making this. I don't really know how long they took it. I didn't go that far into depth of looking into this. Now, there was subtle comedy in here and some heartwarming and sad scenes in the show. They even put some action scenes in here as well. Really creative, cool shots, along with some really good editing and panning overhead shots, and some panning of other types in here. Love the choices from the wardrobe department, especially with the animal army of that up. And for sure, the villain. I actually do like the villain, the way he looked. It was pretty good. I had to look up who the actor was. Definitely not a normal apocalyptic movie. It was definitely, I wouldn't say it was, well, no, I would say it was one of a kind, kind of. It's more of a hybrid of apocalyptic, a fantasy live-action child show. Obviously, some adult to the background of this. So that's why I say when you go into this, you really kind of, more and more you watch it, you kind of see that it has the hidden adultness to it, because it kind of gets kind of disturbing to a point when you really think about it. Definitely if you're a parent or someone who cares about kids like I do, really, this is definitely going to get you in certain parts. I won't say when. But that's all I'm going to say, as this is a spoiler-free review. So here's my rating. So as much as I love Gus and the bear, you'll find out who they are. My favorite character is Big Man. Really loved Hanso's acting and how his character was written, as I said earlier. I really love the villain as well, but Big Man is the best character for me. I especially like him. Definitely loving, and definitely has one of the biggest story arcs to it. Love the belle of the show. What? The show was very produced. Sorry for the blank there. It was very good produced and made, and the cliffhanger made me mad, really mad, because I wanted season 2 now. I wanted more, and I wanted more now. Obviously, that's not going to be a thing, because we're going to have to wait till at least next year. I don't know if this even has a renewal. I imagine it is, because this was really good. So, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and I have no clue what and when I'll be doing another video. So hit the bell icon so you'll know. And I appreciate all the love and support. And Skål!